Okay, y'all live.
All right, this is a camp Great Millstone, Chicago. But before we get started, like always, we want to give all praise, honor, and glory to double honors to the apostles, the elders, the Great Millstone, taught us truth and rule well. Shalom to the hopefully elect. Shalom to the Akim and Aquas out there listening and learning. This goes out to the true Hebrew Israelites of the Bible, Native Americans, Latino Americans, and so far African Americans. This is for you. And as we always like to talk about, man, this is the last time that you're going to see America in their infinite glory. Right now, they're quickly collapsing. All the stores are folded up shop. You know, we got a count of like over 1,000 restaurants closing up shop. So this place is going down quickly. And there's nothing else they can do. This is the end of Esau Edom, a self-proclaimed white man here in America, his reign. And it's beautiful to watch it unfold in live and in living color. You know, somebody we're starting at Jeremiah 28:8.
This is Jeremiah 28:8. The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms of war and of evil and of pestilence.
And what do we have? War, Iran, you know, going against the Israelis in America. We still got Ukraine that nobody's talking about. And there's other proxy wars going on across the globe. And the famine and the earthquakes and all these things that was prophesied is unfolding right now. And people are still walking around asleep because they think it's going to return back to normal, but there is no more normal. Being broke is the new normal. Inflation is the new normal. Being impoverished is the new normal, and destruction is on the menu. There's no way to escape the collapse of Babylon. All right, somebody grab shameful spewing on their glory. Shalom, got to talk about.
This is the book of Habakkuk, chapter 2, and verse 16. It says, "Thou art filled with shame for glory. Drink thou also, and let thy foreskin be uncovered."
And what was America known for? They was known for how they raped, robbed, and murdered and killed everybody, and it was proud of their manifest destiny. Now they're ashamed of it. The whole world is watching them collapse and crumble right before their eyes. America pretended to be the good guys all along. They was telling the whole world about morals, ethics, democracy, how to run their country, and it was all a sham. It was all for show. This devil has been the true wicked person of the earth. He's killed, raped, robbed, and murdered everything around the world, including the most important part, the apple of the Lord's eye. And now his recompense is falling on his own head, and everybody's talking about it. Every talking point on the news is about these people over the small handers over the land are not the people. Everybody's talking about these Epstein files, how these wicked people have came out and exposed this devil for who he truly is. This is all a shame to him. Eating folks, raping people, a pedophile, all this stuff is a shame to him. He's been doing this in secret for over a decade, and now everybody's bringing it out to light. He can't hide. He's being exposed for who he really is. If I get bringing them out, making them bear.
It's Jeremiah 49:10. But I have made Esau bare. I have uncovered his secret places, and he shall not be able to hide himself.
Yeah, he hid under the disguise of being a white man and the freedom of the world, but in actuality, he's been the complete opposite. He's been the harbinger of death. Everywhere he's gone, he's spread death and destruction, lies and deceit. So y'all see it unfolding. Even Ray Charles can see that this nigga is the devil. So how can you not see based off of what's going on? There's nowhere for him to go. You know what I mean? He's built this wicked empire, and now it's collapsing right in on him.
His seed is spoiled, and his brethren, and his neighbors, and he is not.
So the time is coming for him to be eradicated like he's trying to do us and the rest of the world. The Lord, his prophecy of this time coming, somebody grab that in Habakkuk, there's 2 or 3, that this is a time for him to fall. Every empire had a time, and now his time has come to an end. And we're witnessing it live, and it's beautiful to watch it happen.
This is Habakkuk 2:3. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry. And that's how you know, look, man, we know, hey, the Lord is killing all this bullshit, man, and we here, man. You know, prophecy is at the door, man. We are at the end. It's not like how niggas say, oh, y'all been talking this shit. Okay, no, we here, man. And let me
Yeah, let him finish that. Keep going down.
This is verse 4. Behold,
Stop at 8. Go
let's
ahead.
go. Behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him, but the just shall live by his faith.
Now, who is this talking about? Yeah, no, let's talk about Esau. His soul is not right within him. Who is the most wicked, bored of wickedness around? Somebody read Malachi to back that up. Who has done more harm to the earth and to the people of the earth? Whose soul is not upright in him? He was a murdering liar from the beginning. So yeah, keep going.
Verse 5, yea, also because he transgressed by wine, he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home, who enlarges his desire as hell, in as death, and cannot be satisfied.
Who's put military bases in every country? Who's brought the fiat currency in every country? Who's brought the world economic money in every country? This devil has done this. So this is how we know who's running the earth. He's in every part of the globe through his money, which is collapsing now. It's all going digital, but he forced the whole world to buy and trade oil in American dollars. The fiat currency. Now all that's being completely obliterated by the BRICS nation. Don't nobody want to have nothing to do with America anymore. Go ahead.
But gather unto him all nations, and keep unto him all people. Shall not all these take up a parable against him, and a taunted proverb against him, and say, woe to him that increaseth that which is not his.
And this is what this devil has done. He stole y'all gold and gave y'all paper money. That's what he's done. He put the whole world in debt, and his ass is in debt worse than him. Bartering and trading off of shit he don't have. Yeah.
How long? And to him that ladeth himself with thick clay.
They laded himself with thick clay going into his debt because the U.S. dollar, they just have to keep printing more.
Over $200 trillion a day.
Right.
Thick clay.
Right.
Shall they not rise up suddenly that shall bite thee, and awake thee shall vex thee, and thou shalt be for booties unto them, because thou hast spoiled many nations. All the remnant of the people shall spoil thee, because of men's blood, and for the violence of the land, the city, and of all therein that dwell therein.
So it's payback time. You tricked the nations with your democracy. You tricked them with your currency status. Now they're like, damn, nigga, it's always been about America, not the other countries. You've always extra usury against the other countries. You forced them to buy into your paper system, and now it's collapsing right around you. Now they're like, damn, you fooled us, but you won't fool us again. Now it's their turn to spoil your ass. And that's why it's happening.
So, this is Micah 2:1. Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hand. And hey, look who's ruling in the world right now, right? It's Esau, right? You know, the earth is getting into the hands of the wicked. And right now, you know, you can see him using his sword against all these other countries, all right? But mainly, you know, he done it to us, the children of the Israelites. And it says, and they covet fields and take them by violence, and houses and take them away. So they oppress a man, his house, even a man his heritage.
And you just watched that happen in Venezuela. So somebody grabbed the country that they just bombed in 12 months. Venezuela was on the menu. Afghanistan was on the menu. I think Libya, Somalia, Syria, all these was on his menu of him bombing and trying to take their land and their resources. He had no business going to these other countries bombing them, but he did anyway. Right, he want to take you. You know what I mean? There's no place this devil is not trying to go because he know he got a short time to make that revelation. His time is up, so he's running scared and amok. So he's releasing all of his wickedness, all his missiles, all of his destruction because he got a short time.
Right, because you know America blockaded everybody else, but when Russia came through, them niggas make way.
Make way.
They didn't get away to the Russians. So the Russians, right, came through there. They said, "Come out the way the big dogs."
Right.
So they came through and they take. So he wanted to take Cuba, he can't because the Russians said they got their back. So basically, you fuck with Cuba, you fuck with the Russians.
So they said Russia will be a guard unto them. That's Ezekiel 38. So that's a part of it. You think you winning, but in actuality, the scriptures say you're gonna lose and lose horribly.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 12 and verse 12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil has come down. For the devil has come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. Also, there you go, man. This man knows this is the end of his rulership. He knows it's the end of his kingdom. He see the videos.
Yeah.
He understands the prophecies because we break them down. Starting with the apostle on down, or the elder apostle on down, man. He knows that it's coming to the end, so it's going to come down to the point where he's going to say, whatever, fuck it, I'm the devil, and I got my sword, nigga. What you gonna do?
Yeah. And that's all part of his plan to create this NWO, New World Order, and to see him everybody. So that's why it's caused all this chaos and calamity. That's why he fired all these people, laying all these jobs out. He needs the chaos to run from the Epstein and also to put in that MOTB. Without this chaos and destruction, he can't implement his New World Order. So that's why he's letting everything loose. And there's no turning back. America is never going to be the same.
Now, I was going to say, too, with all that chaos, he'll be in the same ship. He'll be in the same ship as BB, even though BB might be dead right now. But he'll be in the same ship as BB. And see, BB could, BB had to have that chaos, but he had to go in the courts. You see,
right?
So they can't have court and bring Trump up for charges or anything of that nature if we're in a state of war. So that's why they want chaos. That's why they're doing what they're doing. All right. And then because eventually the chaos is going to come. All right, somebody can pull up how many fast food restaurants are about to close. And I know Wendy's is about to close 600 of them.
Yeah.
And that's just one of dozens.
Right.
All right, and so collectively, I think they said it was almost like 90,000 people out of jobs.
Right.
Just from that.
Yeah.
Right.
It says, this is from restaurantdive.com. It says these 6 restaurant chains will close hundreds of units this year. And this is from March 19, 2026. They got Wendy's, expected closures roughly 300 to 350 units.
Damn.
Papa John's, 300 units. Pizza Hut, 250 units. Jack in the Box, 50 to 100. Noodles and Company, 30 to 35. Hold on.
And this is going along, this is just the restaurant sector. This is not talking about the government sector. This is not talking about the technology sector. This is not talking about the retail sector. Those sectors have closed over 100,000 jobs too.
See what you gotta understand too, he's mentioning all these jobs. Keep going. And I'm gonna add something to this.
Yahoo Finance. 3 popular fast food chains closing over 800 locations in 2026. It names Wendy's. It says in February, Wendy's said it intends to close roughly 5% to 6% of its U.S. footprint, which is about 298 to 358 restaurants in the first half of the year.
So what you gotta understand is that is what you can estimate that it's what 15 to 20 employees in each one of those stores.
Yeah.
Right? And that's a lot of places. Now hold on, I want you to think about this. All the delivery companies that deliver to these stores.
Hey,
you see? So now now the companies that make the plastics and the containers, the ones that bring the food, it's gonna cause a chain of events. So those thousands of employees, all right, and that's more than 1,000 plus stores. That's gonna hurt other businesses. It's a chain reaction.
yeah. God. And then the fact that Strait of Hormuz is closed, so y'all can't even get y'all shipping. So that's a part of this shit. You went to war.
Wait a minute. The Straits of Hormuz is open to everybody except America and Israel. That's why they get right. The Iranians like, no, everybody, you come to. and you know, the American and the Israelites pull up, they you know, bounce on the gate. You ain't on the list.
You ain't on the list, homie.
I know the DJ. You ain't on the list. Right? Y'all not invited to this party.
Right.
And the interesting thing about these articles is it's explicitly saying that that's what the first half of the year. So what's in store for the second half, July and on?
They need, look, because Trump is already in fear of the midterms, right? You know, the Republicans are done, right? MAGA is through, and then he jumps through. And I'll tell you what's next. What's next is Isaiah 19:19, right? With all these soldiers now, in the hands of them, all these you had 1,000-fold, right? 1,000% of numbers of soldiers who have filed for what's the term? Conscientious objection status, and they actually have a paperwork that they have to start. And once you say it and proclaim it, they can't deploy you to war. Okay, so they're going to need that draft, and so you're going to have so also while you got Isaiah 19:19, it's a lot of conspiracy. Get that they have forbid to fight. Because now you got all these men of war that don't want to fight, and some of them are saying outright, "Look, I'm not afraid to fight. I just wait, but if I got to go fight and die, I got to go fight." They don't want to go fight and die for Israel, right? And that's not anti-Semitic, you know, because it's like, wait, that's their war, their problem, their issues, you know. And I really get sick of people every time somebody speaks opposite or speaks negatively against the negativity that's pushed out by the people over there in the land that is not real, right? Them Israelites over there. You get labeled as anti-Semitic, right? Just because you don't agree with them. You don't even have to say anything about them that they deserve to be said about them, you know. But Americans are, quite frankly, they're tired of it, man. Americans are fed up with that, and you know, because that man ran on America first, not Israel first. Nobody wants that. Okay, go ahead.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 51, verse 30. The mighty men of Babylon have forborne to fight. They have remained in their holes. Their might has failed them. Their might has failed. They became as women. They have burned as dwelling places where words are broken.
Yeah, they become as women. They don't want to fight. Okay? This is prophecy. It's prophesied that would happen. Okay? And as we get closer and closer to missiles flying on this flying to Silver Crocodile, you know, as we get closer and closer, you know, these people, fear sick people. Yeah. You know, because they were talking about, you know, I saw these memes, all these Edomites, well, they just sitting over YNs.
You are the YNs,
I'm like, no. Yeah, well, and look, that's the Israeli war. Right? Why just sit all the Israelis? It goes, and all the Israeli Americans is always screaming on anti-Semantics. Right. Say, no, let them go.
Yeah, your white ass go. You support Israel.
You know, you go.
You go.
I support you know,
right?
Politicians. Yeah, you send your sons and daughters to go over there and be camouflaged.
Exactly.
This is conscientious objection. Is an individual who refuses to perform military service or bear arms due to deeply held religious, moral, or ethical beliefs.
Right. So this is a moral and ethical belief because, first of all, they're in the right because because now you got these military units that are standing up as units now. And you got some general, I don't know his name yet, but they call him the rebel general now. And did I not tell you, when that Marine got his arm broken, his hand broken,
you said
that it was going to start something?
Yeah, you said it.
All right? I said it. That was not, they were, that senator that got up, they jumped his ass all in their business, right, and helped break that Marine's arm. They can put that on him. Right? Because he set it off. And now, in case you didn't know, that Marine, I forget his name, but he's now running for Senate. And I bet you he wins. He's going to get in there.
Yeah. He's going to be paid back when he get in there.
He's going to get in there. Because he's going to, you know, because he's pushing the American First doctrine, which is when all the MAGAites, I call them maggots. The maggots, right? The maggots. Okay? Because what they wanted was an American First, and then he cost. And they put in a man who's not fit for leadership. You got to understand, this man got his wealth by bankrupting businesses over and over again, abusing the system, the lawful system, in order to file bankruptcy to keep all this, you know, all the money that he created. Well, he didn't have to pay back anything, but yet keep all his assets. And he did, and this wasn't just once. He did this over and over and over again. All right. So when he became the president, he did the same damn thing. I'm gonna break this. I'm gonna break this bitch down. I'm gonna drive it into the ground. All right, and then I'm just gonna file for bankruptcy. He came with the same plan. All right, you didn't pick a politician. You got exactly what you wanted, man. You got a businessman that tried to run it, even though America is a corporation, right? But you gotta have some understanding of the purpose. And he had none. All right? He's really not, he's not that smart. You gotta think about a dude, he's got all he's got because of his daddy was a pimp. Right? And he had a lot of money. He was a trust fund baby. You know, according to everyone that went to school with him, he was dumb as fuck.
Still is.
And it shows, and it shows when he speaks. He makes a fool of himself speaking on TV. You know, he reminds me of, you ever watched The Last Kingdom, if you ever seen it going off. All right? But the King Alfred's brother, the one who's supposed to be king, Ethelwich. Right, always trying to, you know, great jokes, slang, you know. They sat down to do some serious business, and he started cracking jokes about his brother, you know. And the Viking man was like, hey man, answer the damn question. Everybody don't like a fool. So I hear the question and ask him. As soon as he came in, my brother, he thinks with his dick, and he's like, look, man, shut up. Answer the damn question. And that's Trump. He always wants to crack a joke, but have a wise crack. Instead of getting down to business. Then he gets down, when we do get down to business, he shows you he don't know geography that well. Right. All right? He be naming countries that ain't got shit. Naming places don't break.
Yeah, you have those bad man, no bag, you got to bag you up. Talking about Donald Trump's daddy. Donald Trump's daddy. That no, he trust my butt. Now we both know that Brooklyn and Queens is part of the ghetto, right?
Yeah.
Okay, guess what? Yeah, Donald Trump's father, Fred Trump, was a major developer of housing in New York City, constructing over 27,000 apartments there, homes in Brooklyn and Queens.
And most of them, what they call them, when they call
ghetto, they call them ghetto.
No, there's another word I'm looking for.
Projects.
So,
They call them projects.
when you have a landlord that has a slumlord.
Slumlord, yeah.
That's the word I was looking for. He's a slumlord. Go ahead.
Okay, well, now exclusive for the destitute. Much of this, particularly in the 40s and 60s, was subsidized by the government for middle and lower income families and veterans, earning them the title master builder for the middle class.
And he also was low key running. You know Trump is all involved with baby eating and sex trafficking.
Right.
His father was on that shit too.
Yep.
You know, they've been running them Russian and Ukrainian girls, you know, back and forth for a long time, man.
Yeah.
All right. And they snatch up the girls from Asia, and from Western Asia, them Arab girls, them Israelite girls too.
Yeah, didn't he have a wife named
Ivanka. Oh, he always got him a badass wife. He always, you know, got some money against him. That's why they all left.
Exactly.
Right, and then they all left rich. Right? Yeah, they all got it.
They don't be worth nothing.
Right?
They might be bad,
Go
but they
ahead.
ain't worth nothing.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 19, verse 14. Yahweh hath mingled a perverse spirit in the midst thereof,
and they have caused Egypt to err in every work, as a drunken man staggers in his body. It says, neither shall there be any work for Egypt, which the head or tail, branch or brush may do. He said, you brought in this businessman who's small hat first, and everything he's doing is fucking up your economy.
Yeah.
Okay, it's fucking up the morality, all right, and it's driving this economy to circle the drain, man.
Tell you how bad they are. Now they talking about bringing back the migrants after you ripped up and destroyed their lives. You done ripped up and destroyed their lives, split their families up, daughters been, family members missing, women been raped and impregnated while in captivity, all kind of shit. And now you think these people gonna come and work for you? Right? And now they crying, you don't have nobody to work for. All right, dumbass.
Get your white ass out there.
Right, get your red ass in
Yeah,
there.
right. I ain't been seeing no MAGA hats lately.
Yeah, I ain't seen a mega hat in a long
In
time.
months. It's been months.
Right.
I was just in
Matter of
Texas.
fact, you wearing a mega hat, you might get beat up right about now.
Yeah. All you,
I
all
didn't
you,
see not one.
yeah, all the farmers, they shut y'all shit down. Y'all business, y'all didn't get no money from overseas because y'all businessman that y'all been following Trump.
Yeah.
So,
He did not build up America. He did not establish business.
no.
None of that. What he did was he broke y'all down, man. Okay? But you know, it tells you, never somebody grab the trust not in it. Right? You should have trusted him. Right? Get that, tell his treasures. Isaiah 33. I got it. Let's read it from before you. Let's read it from before you.
This is Isaiah 33:1. Woe to thee that spoilest, and thou wast not spoiled, and dealt treacherously, and they dealt not treacherously with thee. When thou shalt cease to spoil, thou shalt be spoiled, and when thou shalt make an end to deal treacherously, they shall deal treacherously with thee.
And that's what's happening now on so many levels, man. And it's going to get worse, right? Because little hats are actually becoming what they've been claiming to be. They were the victims. They were the villain victims. Now they just becoming victims. Because I'm seeing all these videos, catching the flux all over the world. Walking all down the street, people just running up on them and giving their ass the flux. Now and it's gonna get worse. It's gonna increase. So all these, you got all these false flags that they love to do. But you're gonna have incidents where they really, people really gonna be trying to do shit to them. Yeah. And they know it and they're aware of it, so they're begging them to stop this war. All right? Because all the people that was living in all those homes that they taken on the homesteaders, all the colonizers, they took all the homes from the Palestinians and shit. Now they get caught. Now they're all in the capital of Israel. They've been rioting. Right? They haven't been showing them the mainstream media. They've been over there rioting against their government to stop these wars. Yeah. So you don't like it when bombs are dropping. Right. And you don't like it when bombs are dropping on your children and shit. All of a sudden now you care about you got a mind for humanity.
Right.
Okay?
And why is it against the law to show what's going on in y'all fucking city?
You didn't care.
Right.
No, when they was like kill them all. Every time they interviewed them, they were happy.
Right.
They were cheering.
Right.
The only good interrupt is a dead.
Yeah, pretty much.
Right.
And now they catching the bombs, now they catching the flops, and now they begging for it to stop. And then you even got Trump bitch ass asking the other nations
Trying to.
pull back. No, man, you can't start talking about some time out. You stole on me.
Right.
So now I'm giving you the flops.
Right.
Now you getting whooped. Now you talking about, hold on, man. No, man, you gotta take that. You do the first punch.
Right? And he smoked that big hole.
Right.
At the Ayatollah.
Yeah.
He's considered like the Muslim version of the Pope. So you can't just smoke the big homie and say, it's all good. No,
Not only that, he used the president, he remained. He said, I'm not like the niggas in Washington. I'll wait right here. So them people, it's not like a coward went to go hide in the country, man. That man literally knew what's coming, sat the fuck down, and what did he say? Like, I think they showed, what was the dude from Iraq? When they showed his trial, he was basically saying, like, he basically condemned the rest of the Arabs, like, hey, my God is in the rest of you Arabs. And they hung his ass. Because, Saddam Hussein.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he did.
Told us like, hey, bro, my blood is on all you
But
ever.
y'all not standing up.
Exactly.
And now they mad.
Yup.
And now they thinking about that.
Yep.
All right, and now there you go, man. And that's prophecy. That's prophecy. That's written in the scriptures, man, that would happen. It's written that the dragons of Arabia would stand up and remember their nature
themselves,
and be
man.
joined on to the Carmenians. I see. Unlike you dealing with learned men up here.
Yeah, facts.
All right, we might use a little rude speech, but you know we ain't no dummies up here, man.
We put words together.
He said that that's prophecy, and now that's exactly what's happening because his son is not. He's not like they smoked the big homie and put his son in place, and then when they started asking for deals, he said no deals.
Bro, he's like, my wife is gone, my
He said you
family's
killed
gone,
my
my
father,
kid
you killed my daughter and my wife.
Right.
There is no deal.
Right.
You matter of fact, he said this. I stopped bombing you. I stopped fighting you on my terms, and I feel like it. So they got a real one now. So and now so much to where now you got American soldiers like. He had asking for volunteers, and everybody stepping back.
It's that Homer
Bro.
Simpson.
Right.
Into the bushes and shit.
Yeah.
No, because Esau has never met somebody that's willing to die for him.
Look,
He's used to all these cowards. They're like, hey, you're gonna die. He's like, go ahead. I got shit else.
Exactly. You done took everything. I got nothing left. All right, so we just gonna go out in the blaze of fire, and so they're not used to that. You got to remember, man. America has lost every war since Vietnam.
Let's go.
You lost Vietnam. You did not
Let's
win
go.
that.
Hell no.
All right. And then they said and what they really did too is that America's real good at toning down and hiding the number of casualties because nobody knew how many men were over there dying in Vietnam until months later. All right, when it was happening, they were smothering and keeping, and when people found out, that's when all the riots and all the protests started happening.
Right, because they only started counting the baby boomers after they came back and were getting better.
Yeah, man.
Before then, some of them weren't on the book. I remember back in Mexico, if you don't know Mexican kids, they battle.
Right. Yeah. So they lost 55,000 men, man. And then when you go back to World War I, America was in that fight for 18 days. All right, you would think that they was in the war the whole time. America was in that fight for 18 days and lost 250,000 men. 18 days, man, and they lost 250,000 men. So America really, in all honesty, they really haven't been doing that good for a long time. And it wasn't America that won World War II, it was fucking Russia. It was the Russians that really beat the Germans, not America. America was like communists in the Gladiator. He come at the end, have I missed the battle? Have I missed the fight? He come drawing his sword, running up the fight over. And his father looked at him and was like, you missed the war, man. Right. It's like, mister, have I missed the battle? It's like, nigga, the war is over. It's like, man, this nigga my son. You sure? If they had DNA tests back then, he probably would have demanded it. Because he was really feeling what was his name? Maximus. And he told Maximus, you the son that I always wanted. Right. All right? And that's why, and not only that, the one that he didn't love his son, he just knew that his son was a bitch nigga. Yeah. He knew it. And he said, look, man, I'm all about my nation and my people. I can't be about you. And he said, I know, Maximus said, I don't know anything about politics. Right? None of that. He said, I know about war. And he said that's precisely why I want you to lead, because you haven't been tainted by the dirty sides of politics. Right. And he was an honest, straight up man of war.
He wasn't indoctrinated.
Right?
Yeah.
That was Marcus Aurelius.
Marcus Aurelius. Right. And he didn't want comedy. And by the way, the movie portrayed all those men were men of color, by the way. All right? It wasn't Rome. Rome wasn't being ruled. It wasn't the pagan Roman Empire that time. It was the Holy Empire. And at that time, the Negroes were ruling Rome. Right? But you can even Google that's what it is. But you can even that one of the year. But you can even Google the that time frame and it'll tell you about them calling the African Rome. but we know they were Africans, right? Yeah, that was on the end of the giant. That dude was taking, man.
Yeah. You got that Iranian bring that out, man.
Go ahead, brother.
Nebuchadnezzar 15 and 28. Behold, a horrible vision, and the appearance thereof from the east, where the nations of the dragons of Arabia shall come out. Read verse 29 again. Nebuchadnezzar 15 and 29. Where the nations of the dragons of Arabia shall come out with many chariots, and the multitude of them shall be carried as the wind upon earth, that all they which hear them may fear and tremble.
Yeah. All they hear them shall fear and tremble, because what they've done, what they've successfully done over these last 4 or 5 years, they're drawing those Arab nations closer and closer together. And in the last couple of years, what they've been doing in Gaza, even our allies didn't like this, even American allies. And then when the fight started, they left their allies hanging.
Yeah.
They left their allies hanging. Everybody ran to go protect the Israelites. All right? You know, Qatar, Saudi Arabia, they left them hanging.
Having the U.S. military bases there, the one was supposed to be for protection, but instead it made them a target.
It made them a target, man. It made them a complete target, and it also put it in a way where they could destroy a whole lot of stuff, man, with ease. And they lost bases over there. They lost trillions of dollars worth of equipment and bases over there. And they're lying about the numbers too. Same way they lied about it in World War II. The same way they lied about it in Vietnam. The real numbers are gonna start popping up, man. There's no way you can destroy those $1 trillion bases over there and then not get more casualties, American casualties. And then they look, and if they found out what BB was, what makes you think they didn't know what houses were soldiers? So they pulled the soldiers off the bases and put them in hotels. The Iraq stopped bombing over there. They did the same shit the Israelis did. Right? You know, the Israelis just bomb anything and say, oh, right. That's how hostile. Maybe Hamas is behind it. So Hamas is going to run and have a house. Come on, man.
So your point too, and the other I watched in the video, and you brought up the fact that what is it called? They say this is that kind of all the soldiers that died over there.
Yeah.
They're making it 100% private.
Oh yeah, because they don't want you to see how many. They don't want you to see how many. And then what really kicked it all off too was the Satan. All those Navy people who sabotaged those $1 trillion ships, the $1 billion ships. Right? Yeah. Them they did not want to go over there. So they started putting t-shirts and socks on the toilet seats, and them shits blew up and made a $1 billion ship uninhabitable. They had to sail back to America. And I pity the fools who got to be on the ship and all that shit pissed, bagged up 2 feet high,
Right.
all over the place.
They was fully persuaded not to go.
You got to sail back, you know, around the world. Yeah, 'cause I know they had to sit, they were sitting in ports in Greece. The Grecians were nice enough to let them sit in their ports, you know, because the sailors had to get off the ships. Right? So unless you had cameras all over the ships to identify who did it, how you gonna tell who did it? Right? All it takes is for them to just be silent. Where what you gonna do? I need every soldier to step forward that stuck his t-shirt or his socks in those toilets. They gonna right. Yeah. Ain't nobody stepping forward. Right.
Write your, get a take this Sharpie, write your name on your underbook.
Right.
I fucked up your
So exactly, man. And I laughed when I heard about it. I said, this can't be, but it's true. Then I think one was an aircraft carrier, and I believe the other was a destroyer. So they did this to 2 ships, man. So it's an all-out mutiny. Now you got this, in the mainstream media, not touching us. They're not even talking about it. All right, you literally have to go to the internet to learn about this. You have to go to alternative media. Yeah. Right? They're not talking about this ABC, NBC, Fox. They're not talking about this. Right. Easter Bunny came early today. Right. You're gonna hear that shit right. Every little bitty station. So that means that every station in America got the same readout, the same J-ish control, right? Yep. Bring it out.
I'm gonna bring out Jeremiah 51:30 again. I'll read it in the NLT. It says, "Her mightiest warriors, meaning Babylon, no longer fight. They stay in their barracks. Their courage is gone."
Wow. Damn. Wow.
They don't even want to fight. It says they have become like women. The invaders have burned their houses and broken down the city gates.
Man, bro.
They don't even want to fight. They don't want to lose their life for the state of Israel. That's bringing about rebellion. And when Trump puts their boots on the ground, and when these Americans start losing their mothers, fathers, sons, daughters, all right, to this pointless war.
And that guy what they just lost, what's his name? John Kent.
Yeah.
That was a serious blow to the Trump.
Counterintelligence, right? Head of counterintelligence.
That was a huge blow to them.
Yeah.
Because Trump handpicked him. And he only became a part of that because Trump ran on an America First.
Exactly.
He ran on an America First policy. And now that they put the Israelis before every damn body, he was like, man, I didn't sign up for that.
Yeah.
I didn't take an oath to defend and fight for Israel. I took an oath to defend and uphold the Constitution, which you are breaking. All right? Your current, Pete Heswick, the current secretary of the Department of War Crimes, okay? Trump, all of them. What's really supposed to be happening is all the top brass in the Pentagon are supposed to march into the White House and apprehend him and all his staff and remove them from office and put in new people, according to the laws of the land. Look, there's a clause in the U.S. Constitution that they're supposed to defend the Constitution from anyone, both foreign and domestic. And any person that's going against the law of the land, right, is supposed to be removed from office. It's simple as that. It's treason. And so these men are committed. And
Yeah, this is in a letter posted on X. National Counterterrorism Center Director Joe Kent said that Iran posed no imminent threat to the U.S. and claimed the administration started this war due to Russia, Israel, and its powerful American lobby. Hey. So that's on wax. All right? He's on wax, letting the American people know that their government has been compromised. And by law, that is treason. So people should be stepping in, it should be heads rolling, it should be masses of Americans flooding the gates of D.C. right now. And demanding blood right
see what they so docile. But the flip side of it is that Marine unit's own will be live on camera. That started some shit.
Yeah, but then the fact that they killed them other than the ICE agents, I don't know how much more bloodshed y'all need to see against y'all old people before y'all respond. Because they are alive to American citizens with the ICE agents. Y'all did nothing about that shit. Laid down and said, take that. Y'all the weakest bend over to say all the time.
Bend over and take it.
Right. This is not the home of the brave. This is the home of the bend over takers. All right, because y'all letting this rogue government do whatever the hell they want. No Vaseline. Right?
I got something right there. It's Joel 3:9. It says, proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war, wake up the mighty men, let all the men of war draw near, let them come up. It says, beat your plowshare in the sword, and your pruning hooks and your spears, let the weak say I'm strong.
See, that's the problem. Because now the weak is fighting back and actually winning. And so what it's coming down to that the only way, and it's America and Israel are becoming more and more isolated from the rest of the world, and the only way for them to continue, and Israel's been threatened, right? And the moment they use one of those, somebody gonna use it back, right? And don't be shocked either if there's an because they need chaos in America so bad.
Yeah.
Just brace, because the false flags are coming.
That's right.
They gonna do some devastating shit, some 9/11 type shit again. Only to blame it on somebody. They might try to blame it on us.
Yeah, and they already got it set up, because that TSA agents, like they still working without a fucking contract. This is the second month the TSA agents in America not getting paid. They quitting at alarming rate, so the elders going into it at 1,000% rate. That's gonna be your motherfucking 9/11. And everybody's gonna flood in here because the TSA agents refuse to work. Who else is gonna go to work for 2 months without getting paid? You still got bills to pay. These niggas out here taking blood to get donations, GoFundMe, because they ain't getting no fucking money. How long you think that's gonna happen? And that's why it's all being set up for this false flag. They gonna say, well, nobody was at the watching the damn airport. So this is gonna happen.
They gonna believe in us from here. It's really probably, one of them Israelites, right, with a big ass beard, dressed up like an Arab, speaking Arabic. He's speaking Arabic with a Yiddish accent, though.
Right, a whole actor.
Right? He's speaking Arabic with a Yiddish accent in the AK-47. Running around on camera. Right, right?
Like Iron Man 2, Man.
Right, what's his name? The Mandarin.
Yeah.
Right? Exactly. They told you right there, Iron Man, exactly. They broadcast you exactly what they're gonna do. Right? Go watch their character, the Mandarin.
Oh, that's great, yeah.
Yeah, because you watched this little clip. He was terrified. Right? He was like, damn, this nigga about business.
This nigga the truth.
He was I'm an actor.
That shit was fucking him up.
With an English accent.
They gave me some drugs. That shit was hilarious. Right.
In reality, but he was an actor. He played his role to the T. But in reality, he was just a bitch nigga. How there was a drug addict that happened to have good acting skills. And they was like, we can use him. And that's what it is. Right?
You got something? I got something. This is Nahum 3:1. It says, woe to the bloody city. It is all full of lies and robbery. The prey departeth not. But what bloody city are they referring to? You guessed it, Mystery Babylon, aka America, the bloody city.
No, that's doing the Cubans dirty. You cut their fucking power off. Now they fucking beating pots and pans at night in protest. But just imagine what's going on over there, man. Diego running amok right now, man. Yeah. All right? Diego doing what he want to do. All right? And that's coming to America. You better believe he's collecting data. He's seeing how long it takes for people to just completely bug out. He goes completely vigilante.
And they all on the internet. I watched a video this morning that I actually plan on doing a lesson to. And everyone on the Edomite, a couple women and a couple people, all complaining about how they can't make it. Right? Dude was like, I'm about to break, bro. I can't do this fucking shit no more. Right? He said, like, the gig work, Uber's trying up, Lyft is trying up, nobody's doing Instacart. What am I supposed to do, bro?
Yeah.
I'm ready to lose it. I was like, yeah. And then, so these Edomites, and when Edomites lose it, they take out everybody.
The fucking cat go, the dog go, the fucking goldfish.
They killing the goldfish, bro.
Everybody in the house.
He's running through that new going up. Right?
No,
He's taking out everybody.
There's a term for it. They made up a new term for it. It's called family annihilators.
Damn.
It's Edomites. Family annihilators. I did a sit down on it, man. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? It says family annihilators are overwhelming male, typically driven by loss of control, financial crisis, or relationship separation, she definitely with the nigga, often with the history of domestic violence, man. And you know who leads the league in that? The so-called white male, right? Like the brother's been saying, man. Right? He leads the league in family annihilation. When he can't get his way, right? He's seeing the decline of his people. Their birth rates are negative. Their jobs are uncertain. Their future is bleak. They're done. They're being outnumbered by people of color. Esau is getting ready to run them up. Like you said, that Uber shit, that shit's getting ready to disappear. They got self-driving cars. I was in Texas. All you see was this shit called Waymo. And it's a bunch of self-driving cabs. It was like, man, you just see them all day down the street. You see Jake and that motherfucker turning up, because there ain't no driver. So they just tweaking on, Instagram and shit.
I see the video of the Waymo self-driving joint. She got that bitch and got the twerking.
Yeah.
And they called that bitch like, hey, you gotta sit down and put your seatbelt.
You gotta put your seatbelt on.
Damn.
You gotta put your seatbelt on. Yeah. But I seen a couple of them here in the city of Chicago.
Jump down, finish this whole. It's Nahum 3 and 4. It says, because of the multitude of whoredoms of a well-favored harlot, the mistress of witchcraft that selleth nations through her whoredoms and families through her witchcraft. Who else has done this? Who else has put up the prognosticators? Who else has went to them motherfucking, all they fucking warlocks trying to bring order to a chaotic world? They've been sacrificing kids in the motherfucking Epstein shit forever, and none of that shit has benefited them. They've been doing that, drinking blood, their adrenochrome. All this wicked witchcraft shit has been going on at the highest level for fucking decades. Epstein files has brought it all out into the light. And this is what the Lord said. It says, behold, I'm against thee, saith Yahweh of hosts, and I will discover thy skirts upon thy face, and I will show the nation thy nakedness, and the kingdoms thy shame. And I will cast abominable filth upon thee, and make thee vile, and will set thee as a gazing stock. So America, it is your fucking time to bear the shame, be a fucking gazing stock, because you have raped, robbed, and murdered the elect of Israel all across the globe, treated everybody with all kinds of contempt and degradation with your democracy, your alphabet lifestyle, all your fucking wickedness, and the Lord is tired of your ass, and it's over with.
Right, America only exports culture. That's why the rest of the world follows suit, man. That wine is bitter.
And it exports culture that's not their own.
Yep.
Exactly.
Right? Because what they really did was they exported Jacob's culture to the
Yep.
whole world.
Yeah.
Right? Because everybody, that hot, what's his name? Bad Bunny real hot right now. Right? And of course, hip hop, house, jazz, whatever. All that's Jacob, man.
Yep.
That K-pop,
Yeah. The salt of the earth.
man.
You can't, you know what I mean? It's the salt of the earth, Jake.
So they've what's my girl name from Korea right now? Young Chi.
Oh, that shit cold.
Right?
Oh, that look.
Yeah,
man. You put me on that wolf,
Man, so I mean, all they've done is they've exported Jacob's culture to the rest of the world. Right? Even though young kids really take it, yeah, but they don't understand that.
Right.
All they see is an Asian chick. She's mimicking. Right. You can't mimic those things.
Right.
Man, you cannot fake Jake. Pick it up.
Book of Isaiah, chapter 47, and verse 10. For thou hast trusted in thy wickedness. Thou hast said, none seeth thy wisdom and thy knowledge. It hath perverted thee. And thou hast said in thine heart, I am, and no one else besides. All these things that we saw doing, all these underhanded means that you saw been perpetuated through the earth for centuries now, and how much now suffer the spirit on the apostles, the elders, the prophets, to expose them. And so all of that wickedness, all of those rituals, all of that witchcraft, it's all coming to naught, man. It's actually going to reverse it, blow up in their face.
That's what it did to that shit fire. It blew up right in their face.
This is Jeremiah 50, start 11. Because ye were glad, because ye rejoiced, O ye destroyers of my inheritance, because ye are grown fat as the heavens and grass, and bellowed as bulls. Your mother shall be confounded. She that bare you shall be ashamed. Behold, the hindermost of the nations shall be a wilderness, a dry land, a desert.
And she didn't bear them shit. Written on it, they fucking with it. Right? They not fucking with America at all. And then, to show you how bad things are getting, the Israelis, I don't know if you brothers was aware of it, but the Israelis sent a drone over some French troops. There was some French people that were in Libya. Right? And they like this drone. So the drone got so close to them, they spooked them, and they shut it down. It was an Israeli drone. Right. Then the Israelis sent another drone and dropped a grenade on them. Damn. Right? So they literally attacked them. And they was like, this, we should make sure act of the war. You attack the French peacekeepers. Yep. So first, they sent the drone over, and they came so hostile. And they was like, talking about their country. So they shut it down. Right? They shut it down.
They wonder why all they men are Confederates is turning on them like they are. They're turning on them because your word ain't worth. Right? Your word ain't worth shit. So, since everybody understand that if you get to the form, speaking with a forked tongue, you say, oh, fuck it. You lie, we gonna lie.
Right? Yeah, man. So, like I said, they attacked France, man. And France took that shit very personally. So, as you can see the build-up to where the nation shall hate the war. Everybody grab that. You can see it building up. 17, 16, 17, 16. Yeah. Go ahead. Just read that 17, 16.
Revelation 17 and 16. And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast.
Right, and that's the NATO nation. NATO and EU. Right? They not fucking with America. Or the land against Israel. Or it's not free. They ain't messing with the Nazi. Okay?
He shall hate the whore, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh, and burn her with fire. For the Most High God has put in their hearts to fulfill His will, and to agree, and to give their kingdom unto the beast, until the words of God shall be fulfilled.
Yeah. So you can clearly see the build-up to when the arrows are going to fly from one end of the other to another, right? And how all the nations are going to turn and fire their missiles against Babylon and the people over there in Israel, right? Okay? You can clearly see the build-up, right? The setup. Yeah, because they were fending everyone. Right, fending everyone, attacking everybody. Y'all are just reckless with it. Y'all didn't care.
Hey, may the Lord kill any of you in front of my house tonight.
Oh, he's doing a lot of killing.
Is that one specifically the one in that Chevy? That one in particular. I don't ask for much.
We didn't ask for much.
So
maybe spare that bald Mexican in that round Impala, but whatever.
God.
So Rock chapter 10, verse 8. Because of unrighteous dealing, injuries, and riches got by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another. So America's building unrighteous dealing, making contracts, and going back, set deals, and change up when they move the goalposts. You know? Especially when they see about the win. I know about that person. Yeah. All right? Absolutely. Yeah. They see that win. I'm looking at it. Fuck. Cue the game. Right. Pretty much. No, I just low rider and come downtown and take over the lake. They got low riders and they got rampers. So he literally gonna put that on his truck. So these niggas back there,
They gonna be they gonna get
that's all right. Yeah, they gonna get into it.
John chapter 10, verse 10. It says, the thief comes not but to kill, to steal, and to destroy. I come to find that life,
There you go, man. They come to steal it. They put the holidays, murder the schemes, and take that which is not their own.
This is the book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 2, and I just get straight to verse 10. And this is the mindset of the Edomites, man. Wisdom of Solomon 2 and 10, let us oppress the poor righteous man, let us not spare the widow, nor reverence the ancient graves, gray hairs of the aged. Let our strength be the law of justice, for that which is evil is found to be nothing worth. Therefore, let us lie and wait for the righteous, because he is not for our turn. He is clean contrary to our doings. He upbraideth us with our offending the law, and objected to our infamy, transgressing of our education. And there you go, man. He says that let our strength be the law of justice. Everything, the pen for him is mightier than the sword, man. He put all of these things in action, and it be a whole bunch of bullshit. That way he can find a way to weasel his way in, man. An example of that is the Dawes Road. I'm gonna put a law into place. That way you have to register to be a Native American. But I'm gonna make my money so I can register. Now I own the reservations and all the different casinos and everything.
Then he took the actual natives with his census numerators and reclassified them as Negroes. Right? Okay? He stopped calling, so he took Gadites, Reubenites, all right, and he reclassified them as Negroes. And then he allowed the Dawes Road people, to sign a ledger. And now they're the real natives. The real natives got mixed in with niggas. Right? They was just niggas anyway. But that's what happened. That's factual history.
Yeah, and that other one, right out of the court, they ended up getting the land from that girl, they gave the land to
Land grab.
I can't think of the term, but
It was bugged out. I never forget one day I'm watching Undercover Boss and shit, and turned on Undercover Boss. They doing an episode about casinos and shit, and it's about the natives. So they go to the reservation, and this white nigga talking about, oh yeah, I'm the chief of the tribe. Straight up white nigga, bro. Now he the chief of the tribe, the CEO of the casino. He the one making all the money.
Right, and then they'll say, no, and then in dumbass Jake, we hate on Gad. Talking about when they get checks and stuff. The people on the reservations, they get pennies. They ain't getting no real. The real checks is going to the Edomites. All right, they ain't getting no checks. The real checks is going to the Edomites. All right, what you gonna do with $1,000 a year? These are your casino. Y'all know you go for $1,000 in one day. By the time you pay rent, pay your mortgage, that's gone.
Bring it out, Reed. Go ahead.
Right?
yeah, it was called the Homestead Act.
Homestead.
Yeah, that's what I was looking for. So this is another part of their unrighteous decrees and taking people's shit that don't belong to them. The Homestead Act of 1862 was a primary law enabling settlers, overwhelmingly white, to claim millions of acres of land, often forcing indigenous nations from their ancestral homes. It allowed any U.S. citizen or applicant aged 21 or older to claim 160 acres of surveyed federal lands for free, provided they built a home, cultivated the land, and lived there for years.
That's all it took. And then they actually before that, they took the majority of those natives and they reclassified them as Negroes. Right? They literally got this and reclassified them as Negroes. So by them being classified as Negroes, they can no longer receive any of the benefits as being a neighbor.
Right.
Right? That's what they did. Right? Go ahead.
This is Sirach chapter 13, verse 4. It says, if you be for his profit, he will use thee. But if you have nothing, he will forsake thee. If you have anything, he will live with thee. Yeah, he will make thee bear and will not be sorry for thee. And that's Esau's American policy. Right? $5 Indian to Jones Road. Oh, okay, I'm going to create legislation. That's what I'm getting to. But you know what, John? I'm going to take you back. I'm going to say I'm you, and then reclassify you, and take your shit that I put in legislation that I was going to give you.
And that's exactly what he did. He explained
These
that
devils.
that was a perfect breakdown. That was the perfect breakdown. I'm going to reclassify you, and then I'm going to claim to be you. That's the same thing that the Israelites over in the land of Israel. It's not real to do. Right. Okay? They're claiming to be us. And there's no way that they can. Right? There's no way.
They don't fit the prophecy. They fit the prophecy still in our land and Ezekiel.
Well, you know, there's no record of them doing it, and they'll say, oh, well, that's not biblical. It is biblical. All right? And if you got, hey, you're done. You got a question. Let him address. You got a question, we're answering, man. That's what we
I come from a background of two immigrant families. My mother is Japanese, my father is Italian. I understand that yesterday I agree with all that you say of Americans.
Hold up, okay, you stay right here. Right there.
I think understood Americans. I agree, I see. My grandfather is Japanese. I just think that I'm
Okay. Well, we're not going to do anything. See, basically, what we stand for is right. Period. And that's what we do. We take modern day events and we learn from the prophecy. And we accept it. And the prophets are good. Right? And see, your father's Italian. Okay, so just out of curiosity, is he Southern Italian or Northern Italian? And so it could be that you might be basically on that side, right? Because is he Sicilian by chance? You already know the history of the Sicilians, so you know how the Sicilians got started. You know who their forefathers are, right? So that's not what I'm talking about. But you know who their forefathers are, right? The Moors. You know who the Moors were, right? The Moors were Israelites. They were so-called black people. The Sicilians were spawned by a black race. In case you didn't know that. All right. So you didn't know that, but that's something you can look up. And it's actually that's factual history that cannot be denied. All right. It's too much evidence. The Moors. So that's why you think the Sicilians. Matter of fact, the Sicilian is not able to join the New Testament. A Sicilian is not able to join any so-called white power once they know you're Sicilian, and that's why, because you ever see that movie True Romance? There's a movie called True Romance, and there's a scene with Dennis Hopper and Christopher Wilkes. Christopher Wilkes plays a Sicilian crime officer, and Christopher Walker plays a Sicilian crime boss, and they're about to off Dennis Hopper's character. So before he dies, he asks for a cigarette, and they give him a cigarette, and then he starts talking about history, how he reads the books, and he basically breaks down to him. You know, he said, "You're gonna kill me, and I know I'm gonna die, but that's still you're still an ignorant." And he gave them the history of the Moors. How the Moors came into southern Italy, and they basically plowed all the women, impregnated all, and he said they did so much plowing that they turned blonde hair, blue eyes, to brown hair, brown eyes. All right, so in essence, Sicilians are ninjas.
Yeah, this is a movie you're talking about.
All right, and that's factual. That's some factual history that you can look up. And I've been around Sicilians and had a couple of Marine buddies who were Sicilians. And of course I didn't understand know what I know now back then, but reflecting back on the experiences, yeah, they 100%, no doubt.
Right.
But all that being said, if you would just take a look at that side, the other side, that's the heathen side. All right. So all I can tell you is that if the chances are, if you are Jacob, you're gonna be one of these three tribes, because these were the people, the Moors that were in Sicily. Exactly. Exactly. So, chance, you got a chance. You might be one of them. But so let me ask you another question: do you believe in the Lord?
I'm not a very Muslim. I'm not sure.
All right.
Catholic, but I feel Catholic good. One of my best friends
He died.
raised suicide.
Yeah. That's a sad thing. But yeah. But well, we do. So and a lot of the world doesn't, and some do. But according to the Bible, that's going to be the new government. All right, somebody get in this kind of way. Because the Lord is coming back. They teach you in the church a bunch of lies, things that aren't scripture. And this right here is going to be the new government that's going to rule over the entire earth upon the second return of the Lord. And it's going to be the third war, which the world calls World War III. It's called the third woe in the Bible. The third woe. So the third woe has begun. At the same time that America's collapsing, that the economy's collapsing, that all America's allies are turning against it, that's all prophecy written in the Bible. That's what we've been talking about. Okay? So now we're sitting at the time. We're in the last moments of the last days. Okay? So you gotta get your mind right, get it right, because it's gonna be lawlessness and chaos out here eventually. And if you don't have to, so you gotta learn the name of the Lord. And if you can't receive that name, you're definitely not one of us. All right, but get that Amos 9:11. Amos 9:11. In that day will I raise up the tabernacle of David that is fallen, and close up the breach thereof. Right. You know what? Let y'all go.
It's the book of Amos, chapter 9 and verse 11. In that day will I raise up the tabernacle of David that is fallen, and close up the breaches thereof.
All right, so stop right there. So what happens in the house of David? The house of David, when they were in rulership, they basically ruled over the whole world. And after they conquered and put all the other nations under their foot, it was actually peace on earth. All right, that's why when Solomon got the kingdom from his father, he had 40 years of peace. But then those tribes, they went against the Lord, and he pissed them off. The Lord scattered them from slavery, via slave ships, to the four corners of the earth. So you have to ask yourself, what people in slavery via slave ships? We got caught in all over the whole world. Because people say, oh, lots of people were in the slave ships. It's only one group of people. They got put in slave ships and got transported all over the world. That's written in the Bible. That would be called house of David. Okay, because they got scattered through slavery. Yokes were trying to change them. All right? So, go ahead.
And I will raise up his ruins, and I will build it as in the days of old.
All right, so he will raise up his ruins. And how would that start? In Ezekiel 37. Because they've been scattered and were cut off from their heritage for thousands of years. All right? That would be the real Israelites. Israelites, anyone claiming that they've got records and they know who they are and all that's a lie. Because that's not what the Bible says. The Israelites got cut off from their heritage, and they will remember themselves right before the end. And they will be a gazing stock to the whole world. Okay? And then they will come outside and they will write it onto a stick. A print, board, where people will walk by and say, what is this? This is the prophecy. The Christian, 500 years of Christianity in America, no one ever did this. 500 years of Christianity with all the different branches, the Catholicism, the Holy Witness, Mormonism, all that, no one did this. Go ahead.
Ezekiel 37:15. This is what the other prophet was talking about prophecy. So the word of Yahweh came again unto me, saying, Moreover, thou son of man, take thee one stick and write upon it for Judah and for the children of Israel, his companions. They take another stick and write it upon it for Joseph, the stick of Ephraim, and for all the house of Israel, his companions.
So that would be the two houses of Israel when he said it. He will raise up the tabernacle of David as in the days of old. And they were mighty and great and serving the Lord and ruling over everyone and everything. He would join them back together. All right. So when you look on this sign, if you back up, he's brought. This is the biblical side. This is what we're calling today. All right. You see? And so now, through the Spirit of the Lord, these people are brought back together. Now, not all of them, only a small remnant of them. That would be us, because we represent all of these people. Well, because the Lord, even though we're vast, we're the biggest race of people, all these people have the same willpower. So what that means, and that father, his name is Israel, which in proper Hebrew, not Yiddish, is Yasharah. So all of this, so Israel is one gigantic nation, and then there are 12 different nations along. You see what I mean? And we're still scattered. But only the elect, there's only a small number amongst all of them that are going to receive this, to be a part of the house of David. Okay? So you with me so far, right?
Right.
Okay.
Amos 9:12, that they may possess the remnant of Edom and of all the heathen which are called by my name.
So now, when the Lord sets up the kingdom of heaven on earth as it is in heaven, like the Lord's Prayer said, well, who's Edom? Or what are they called today? You see? And these are all the nations. These are all the nations that are created in the Bible, in Genesis. All right? It's only 18 nations. 18 nations, man. Period. It's not 100 and something nations, 196 nations. They say it's what the Bible says. It's only 18 nations. All right, and Israel is the head of them, and now Israel is coming. That's just why they do treat us how they treat us, and why we're spectacle out here. This is ordained by the Lord, man. Whether you receive it or not, I don't know how you feel, how you think about it. It really doesn't matter. But what I'm telling you is true. So this is facts to happen. This grand awakening and this regathering of all 12 tribes. So, people went over there. They didn't fulfill prophecy in 1948. When Israel goes home, all 12 tribes go home, and it would be peace on earth. There's been no peace since those people went there, because they're not the people. It's only been war and more war. Yep. All right, that's what it is. So now that we're on the verge, on the cusp of the third war, which is World War III, this is what's about to happen. Give me the Lord returns in the middle. So when they all stop fighting each other, that's when the Lord returns, according to the Bible. Okay? Get Revelation 2:26. Get Psalms 2:8. Somebody hold Isaiah 11. We're on the brink of collapse, and this is what collapse and chaos. I want you to think right now. What do you think will happen? You see all these people out here. You see all them gangbangers going by in all the old school cars, and then we don't know what white supremacists is and what Arab nations are angry as hell. We don't know. Imagine if the lights went out, like tonight when it got dark, the lights went out, the lights didn't come. All right, right now, like you said, they get clapped every day. Probably men too. Okay, because it's been blackout situations in Cuba for almost a month. All right, go ahead and get that.
Revelation 2:26. And he that overcometh and keepeth my works unto the end,
right?
To him will I give power over the nation.
So those who keep doing his works and standing on his truth, he's going to give them power over the nations. See? Because it's going to be heaven, it's going to be here on earth. And it's real quick, Revelation 21. He said, I saw a new heaven and a new earth coming down. All right, the Israelites, the 12 tribes of Israel, the tabernacle of David, is going to rule over all the other nations. It's going to be the new government, and what's going to be the law? The Bible. And it's going to be perfect in us. No, you get it, Pops. Yeah, it's going to be. Why? Because we're going to be made perfect. We'll never sin again because this is going to be put in our inward parts. I won't have to go read it like I got my Bible app. Oh, this will be in our inward parts. And not only will it be in our inward parts, but we will be made perfect to where we can't help but follow it. Therefore, we will never fall again. That's why the kingdom of heaven is an everlasting kingdom. And this is what the Bible said. Church don't teach you that. That's what the scriptures say. Church teaches you that you're going to float up to the clouds when you die. And that's not, no, what happens when you die, you rest in the spirit world, and then 3-4 generations, you come right back here. Okay, go ahead, brother. That's scriptural too.
This is Matthew 5, verse 17. This will be in red, and this is how I speak. Think not that I come to destroy the law or the prophet. I am come not to destroy, but to fulfill. For verily I say unto you, till heaven and earth pass, one jot or one tittle shall in no wise pass from the law till all be fulfilled. Whosoever therefore shall break one of these least commandments and shall teach men so, he shall be called least in the kingdom of heaven. But whosoever shall do and teach them, the same shall be called great in the kingdom of heaven.
The kingdom of heaven is going to be an earthly realm. So once again, that is going to be put in the inward parts of the elected, right? The word itself. That's why it's going to be a perfect kingdom, a perfect world, where we judge people according to the Bible. Right, not according to our own will. We're not going to put on our own clothes and statutes like they do here. They swear on the Bible, and then they pull out their own clothes. Right?
Yeah. This is the book of Revelation, chapter 21 and 1. And I saw a new heaven and a new earth. For the first heaven and the first earth were passed away.
Right, so that means the first rulership, this current earth is going to be passed away. Earth abounds forever; it doesn't get destroyed. All right, that's another lie and myth. The Bible doesn't say that. Certain parts of the earth do get completely devastated, right? But the earth doesn't get destroyed.
And there was no more sea. And I, John, saw the holy city, New Jerusalem, coming down from God out of heaven.
Yep.
Prepared as a bride adorned.
But wait, they've been teaching you in church that you go to heaven. He said it's coming out now. It's going to be here. That's what the word says. All right, go ahead.
Prepared as a bride adorned for her husband. And I heard a great voice out of heaven saying, Behold, the tabernacle of God is with men, and he will dwell with them, and they shall be his people, and God himself shall be with them and be their God.
And it's not just them. Anybody who believes like they teach you in the church. When they say whosoever calls on the name, they read that out of context. You go up and you start reading up and below, you come to find out that that's talking about Israel. So what it comes down to is that if you're not an Israelite, then you're going to be on this side of the sign. And that means you're referring to them with the kingdom of heaven. Everybody's going to the kingdom. But it's only going to be one ruling class people, one government, and it's going to be an everlasting government. Right? Actually, let's stop. Get that.
This is the book of Isaiah chapter 2. I'll start at 2 in the New Living Translation. It says, in the last days, the mountain of the Lord's house will be the highest of all, the most important place on earth.
So that's your new government, the house of the Lord, the house of David. And that's another thing. David himself is going to sit on the throne again. So once again, prove your regeneration, reincarnation. What I made a statement a few moments ago, you go progress in the spirit world, you come back. They call it the throne of David, which is actually David's throne. In the Old Testament, David was promised the kingdom forever. You understand? He said he was promised that he would be king over Israel forever. Right? Go ahead.
It says it will be raised above the other hills, and people from all over the world.
Hills and mountains represent nations. Mountains represent big nations like America, Russia. Hills represent small nations like the Israelis. Right?
We have like G8, G7 summits. The summit is the meeting of the top of the mountain. It says it will be raised above the other hills, and people from all over the world will stream there to worship.
So, if the people in the land I call the Isnachar, the apostles over there, if they were the people of the Lord, the whole world would be going to them to learn about this. Right? And they're not. See? So they're liars.
Verse 3.
And they're exposed. The whole world knows it now. I can't understand why they're still trying to keep up with the charade. It's so busted. But anyway.
Verse 3. People from many nations will come and say, "Come, let us go up to the mountain of the Lord, to the house of Jacob's God. There he will teach us his ways, and we will walk in his path."
Right. So, once Israel established, and all these people have to serve their punishment. If they have a punishment, they have to serve first. The same way we did, being nobodies, being renamed, being ridiculed, being looked down upon, being put in slavery and Jim Crow and all the horrific things that all the nations have to pay too. And after their payment, after they serve, then they get to live in peace. They'll do this, they'll learn how to keep, and then their lands will be prosperous, and everything will be great. And that's where you're finally going to have peace on earth.
Yep.
Right? Peace.
Yep. It says, "For the Lord's teaching will go out from Zion."
So once again, those people are not Zion. No one, they got Pink City and all kind of weird stuff going on over here. They do all kind of things to babies and children. We all know about that. All right? There's no hiding it anymore.
All the pedophilia,
Sex
baby
trafficking.
sacrifice, the sex trafficking, all that stuff happens over there. These are not the people of God. Bestiality, all that weird shit. It says his word will go out from Jerusalem. So that's going to be the world government is going to be in Jerusalem. And then you're going to have peace on earth. You're not going to have pedophile, child sacrifice, unjust decrees, the rich getting richer and the poor getting poorer. You're not going to have socialism, capitalism, all these ways that corrupt society. You're not going to have that.
We'll have clean food and water again too.
No more sluts. No more gangbangers. All right? No more pornography. Pornhub is owned by a rabbi. These are not the people of the Lord, man. Yes.
Yeah.
Look it up. And OnlyFans, owned by a rabbi. But these are supposed to be the people of the Lord. Yet they have their hands in the most egregious shit on planet Earth right now. Come on, man.
All right. Yep. Cool.
All right. Thank you for the words. I appreciate it.
All right.
Have a good one.
We'll finish it out. We can wrap it up.
Psalms 2 and 7. It says, I will declare the decree. The Lord Yahweh hath said unto me, Thou art my son. This day have I begotten thee. Ask of me, and I shall give thee the heathen for thine inheritance, and the uttermost parts of the earth for thy possession. Thou shalt break them with the rod of iron, thou shalt dash them in pieces like a pot of vessel.
So the Lord is going to get what he promised that he was given. He was promised that he would be given all the other nations. So all the other nations are going to serve, Yahushua and ultimately serve Yahshua. Right? Okay? It's as simple as that, man. All right? Yahshua being the people of the book, the true people of the book. All right? Real quick, somebody get the first of the last and last. And then somebody gets the reading. Because everyone on this side of the sun is meat. Alright? The people on the other side of the sun, the Israelite side of the sun, that's the meat. Okay? These heathens aren't meek at all. Okay? They've all ruled and had their time to shine, and they've all licked the swords of us, Jacob. All right? Go ahead.
You wanted it, Matthew.
Yeah, it don't matter where it came. Yeah.
Matthew 19, and I just get straight to the point at verse 30. It says, but many that are first shall be last, and the last shall be first.
Yeah, it's simple as that, man. To make it short, you can just go right to that. All right, and we all know this so-called white people, Caucasians, have been first in this world for the last 500 years. So they can't be the people of God, right? So that means someone in somebody's line.
Right.
They can't be the right. They're first.
Right.
All right. And at the head of that is the little hats, the Israelites. So they can't be the people of God. Okay? Yeah, over there is not real. Okay? Okay? But now get the other.
It's Matthew 5 and 5. It says, blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth.
It's simple, man. Blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth. All right? I ain't nothing else to say after that. So with that, we're going to give all praise, all honor, and glory unto
Yahweh, Hashem, Yahweh, Shai, Hashem, Yahweh,
Kwam Yasharallah,
Kwam Yasharallah,
Bob the Ball.
Above the wall.